Papa for the boys, strumming through the North Korean nightmare. Papa's playing a raw, off-key guitar like a campfire tune twisted by a cold wind off the DMZ, backed by a gritty, defiant hum. All right, boys, huddle up by the fire. This is For the Boys, where your papa strums this beat-up guitar sounding like a rusty tractor trying to play Boston and dishes the raw truth about our fabulous dumb luck being Americans. Tonight, we're following a wayward travel, a foolhardy soul named Jack, who sneaks into North Korea to see what's what. He's so stupid. Spoiler. It's a hellhole of squalor, fear, and control, a socialist state so brutal it makes a prison yard look like a picnic. Jack's luck seems to run out when he becomes a mouse in a hunt that ends with him shot to hell, crawling through the DMZ, minefields, till the UN boys haul him to South Korea's freedom. This tale's gritty, dark, and funny as a mule kick, in a very dark way. Showing socialism's iron fist versus free state's open hand. Grab a seat, boys. Let's strum through the nightmare. Life's a battlefield, sons, and curiosity can be a bullet. Jack's about to learn that poking around with a tyrant's backyard ain't a game. My guitar's wailing like a defector's cry, so let's dive into the DMZ's shadows and see why freedom's worth fighting for. Sneaking into the hermit kingdom. The night was black as coal. The Yalu River's chill cutting through Jack's jacket like a knife. Jack, a 28-year-old drifter with a backpack, a GoPro, and a death wish, crouched in the reeds near Dandong, China. He'd read the blogs, seen the documentaries, and figured he'd sneak into North Korea for a peek, maybe post some viral clips. How bad can it be? He muttered, his breath fogging in the frost. With a bribed smuggler's help, he slipped across the border in a rickety boat, landing in a muddy ditch near Sinwiju. It turns out that nobody in his right mind sneaks into North Korea, so the operation was pretty simple. No resistance. Jack's first glimpse was a gut punch. Skeletal farmers bent over rice paddies, using wooden plows that looked like museum pieces, their faces hollow as the moon. No tractors, no lights. Just back-breaking labor under a gray sky. He whispered to his GoPro, "This ain't progress. This is 1800s misery." The air smelled of dirt and fear, and Jack's bravado started cracking like cheap ice. Papa strummed a chord, a sour twang like a shovel hitting a rock. "Jack's a damn fool, boys," he cackled, thinking he'd waltz into Kim's kingdom and just stroll out. Socialism's promise, equality. The state's view of reality, squalor for most, while the supreme leader's eating caviar. To the land of chains, Jack trekked deeper, hiding in barns and alleys, his GoPro catching the dystopian slideshow. In a village near Haisan, he saw families rationing rice, measuring grains like gold dust, kids with bloated bellies from starvation. Fuel was a myth. Bicycles and ox carts ruled the roads, while generals' luxury apartments loomed gray and crumbling like the projects in a forgotten hood. Propaganda blared from the loudspeakers, "Praise the supreme leader." Posters of Kim Jong-un stared from every wall. Whispers of dissent were met with cold leers. In a market, Jack overheard a woman's mutter, "Kim's a fat god while we starve." A soldier's head snapped up. She vanished into a black van by nightfall. Jack's stomach churned. Speech was a death sentence. No one questioned. No one spoke freely, lest they end up in a labor camp or facing a firing squad. "This ain't living," Jack whispered to his camera. "It's surviving under a boot." Papa's guitar wailed a riff like a siren in a ghost town. Jack's seeing socialism's true face, boys. Control, hunger, fear. No free thought, no free words, just Kim's fist squeezing the life out of everyone. The manhunt begins. By day 5, Jack's luck ran dry. A farmer spotted him skulking near a checkpoint, his foreign boots leaving tracks in the mud. Word spread faster than a brush fire. Alarms screamed, stunted soldiers fanned out, and Jack was a marked man. Why stunted, by the way? Because they were undernourished from birth to the person, and so were inches shorter than their South Korean counterparts. But bullets in their guns were just as lethal. North Korean People's Army, KPA, launched a manhunt, faxed images with his blurry face plastered on poles. "Foreign spy, report him immediately." Jack's heart pounded like a war drum, and he ditched his backpack, keeping only the GoPro, and bolted south towards the DMZ. Villagers shunned him, fearing guilty by association. Dogs barked, helicopters buzzed, and Jack heard radio chatter about executive orders to shoot on sight. "I just wanted to see," he gasped, dodging through the forest, his legs burning. The DMZ loomed, a 4-kilometer-wide no-man's land of mines and barbed wire, crossing his only shot at freedom. He was a fool, and now he was prey. Papa strummed the chord like a mind exploding. "Jack's running from Kim's goons, boys," he hooted. "But curiosity is a bad bet when the house is a dictator. Socialism's cage don't let you out so easy." The demilitarized zone, the DMZ, was a moonlit maze of death. Mines hidden under frost-crusted grass, barbed wire gleaming like teeth. Jack, ragged and starved, wove through the neutral zone, his breath a fog of panic. KPA soldiers closed in, their rifles cracking like thunder. A bullet tore through his shoulder, then his thigh, blood soaking his jeans as he stumbled. His GoPro slipped, but still on a tether. And still rolling. "Freedom's that way," he gasped, crawling towards South Korea's border. The DMZ lit like daytime, suddenly. So many spotlights scouring the fields. Just as another shot grazed his arm, UN command soldiers patrolling with night vision scopes spotted his heat signature. Hold fire! A South Korean sergeant barked, dragging Jack's bleeding body across the South Korean borderline. Medics swarmed, stabilizing him as he mumbled, "Saw it. Hell on earth." The South lights glowed. Seoul's skyscrapers, cars, freedom, a world away from North's darkness. Papa's guitar wailed, a riff like a chopper lifting off. Jack's lucky he's breathing, boys. He chuckled, dark as a grave, shot to hell, but he made it to a free state. North Korea's socialism is a death trap. South Korea's a beacon. Papa leaned back, the fire down to embers, his guitar strum on a final wonky tune, like our Liberty Bell with a crack. "Sons," he said, voice warm as a campfire but sharp as a bayonet, Jack's trek is the ultimate lesson. Socialism's a lie that starves the soul, while freedom's a fight worth bleeding for. North Korea's got squalor, farmers with sticks, kids starving, generals in slums, and speech that gets you shot. That's the socialist state, boys. Kim's boot on every neck, no thought, no voice, just chains. South Korea, lights, cars, ideas, flawed, sure, but free. Tossed the stick, sparks flying like hope in the dark. Jack saw the truth. Socialism's promises equality, but delivers misery. Freedom ain't perfect, but it's life, with at least a shot at perfection that you'll never find in socialism. North Korea is the cage, South Korea is the open road. Choose the road, sons, and don't look back. This is Papa, for the boys, signing off. Keep conquering, keep loving, keep running towards freedom. Strum the truth, and don't sneak into no dictator's backyard.